Market Minutes. I'm Dr. Lisa Sturdivant, Bright MLS Chief Economist. After bottoming out in December, the housing market in the Mid-Atlantic seemed poised for a steady rebound as mortgage rates dipped in January. However, new data on the economy led to a reversal in mortgage rates, and housing market activity in February was a little bit more subdued. While the outlook for the spring market is still positive, the road getting there is going to be a little bit bumpier than what we thought at the beginning of the year. So what are three things we should be watching as we head into the spring market? Well, first, everybody is watching mortgage rates. In January, the average rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage hit levels we hadn't seen since September. But they are rising again, and the Federal Reserve has indicated that more interest rate hikes are on the horizon and that there is still work to be done to bring inflation down. Some of the future Fed rate increases are already baked into the mortgage rates we're seeing, but rates will likely rise again in the spring, maybe touching 7% before settling back down into a 6 to 6.5% range. Second, we need to be paying attention to what's going on at the local level. While market activity is relatively slow across the Mid-Atlantic, there are some markets where buyers and even sellers are returning in higher numbers. In the big suburban markets in Philadelphia, Baltimore, and DC, markets have been fairly resilient and prices are rising faster than they are at the overall regional level. In cities, however, buyer activity is still very slow, and we're seeing year-over-year price declines. Higher income repeat buyers are fueling the stronger suburban markets, while younger and first-time buyers, who are really harder hit by those higher mortgage rates, are more likely to be city buyers and are right now still on the sidelines. Finally, I think the key thing to watch is inventory. Despite the talk about mortgage rates, I think low inventory is going to be the primary constraint on the housing market this spring. Inventory has been rising. In some places, the number of active listings is double what we had a year ago, but supply is still half of 2019 levels. And monthly new listings have hit 2-decade lows. Many existing homeowners have mortgage rates below 3%, and they don't want to sell and give up that really favorable rate. So we're likely to remain in a low inventory market throughout 2023. Buyers will have more choices than they did a year ago, but supply will be limited, which means that home prices will be stable or rising in most markets in the Mid-Atlantic this spring. That's it for this month's Market Minutes. Check out Bright's monthly and weekly housing market reports on the Bright MLS website. And don't forget to register for our monthly housing market webinar, which is coming up on March 16th. I will see you next month.